Welcome to the third video of the FL Studio Producer series, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make a trap beat. So I've pulled up this sample that DKD Producer has made, and as you can see it is in 101 BPM, so I'll go ahead and drag it into 101, and the whole sample is right here, and the stems for the sample are right here. So I'll chop everything up like this. And I'm gonna drag everything right here. I'm going to chop the not needed and what is left from the audio, and the sample sounds like this. So I can already start making some changes in the arrangement. I'm gonna leave this pad for the intro, add it with this bass. I'm actually going to make this clip unique so that it's not the same as this clip, and I'm going to pitch it down a whole octave, which would probably sound pretty good for the intro, and once the drop hits it will probably sound much better, so like this. I'm going to add this percussion for the intro and the guitar. Like this. So I always color my stuff. You do this, you click shift to choose all of them, then right click and rename color and icon. Then the second most important thing is taking care of good sound selection. I have all of my drum kits right here. You can buy them, you can see the names. I bought them, and I'm going to use different sounds from these. The first thing that I start off with is the clap, because it's the rhythmical structure of the whole beat. You put everything in patterns, you click plus, then hit it right here. I always choose 3, so just so that I can layer them, and then you put them right here and do this for the whole 4 bars like this. I'm going to lower the volume of these because this is my main clap and it sounds like this. Then I'm going to use this second clap for some accents and for some rhythmical structure like this. As you can see, this sounds pretty cool. The next thing that I add is hi-hat. I like this one a lot, and I'm also going to choose another one, something like this, for the rhythmical structure as well. So the second I'll just put like this and repeat it over and over. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit and add the main hi-hat. I'm going to add the main hi-hat right now, which will probably just go like this all the time. I'm going to add some changes so that it doesn't sound all the same. Then what I'm going to do is chop this hi-hat up, which you do with Alt and U, and hit accept. You can change this to whatever you like, and it sounds. I'm going to do the same for this one, just that it's like this. If you want to do this and then make them go smoothly, you just hit right click and change this. I'm going to do it for this one right here, like this. Then I'm going to drag it down a little bit so it sounds a bit more interesting. Then I'm going to paste it and do it a little bit lower right here. Sounds pretty cool. I'm going to copy this over. That should be it. So the next thing that I'm going to do is choose a rim. For a percussion. I'm only going to choose this one. Then I'm going to choose an open hat. And with all of these sounds, you just put them wherever you want and how you think that will sound good. This sounds pretty good. Then I'm going to put this one right here. Or maybe here. So what I'm going to do next is put a kick drum. Now I don't like any of these, so I'm going to look into another drum kit. This sounds pretty cool. What I'm going to do is boost it a little bit so that it has that strong feel to it, and boost the volume. And it's basically the same as with hi-hats and everything else, you just put it where you think it will sound good. Then I just pasted it over and that's it. Now the next thing that I'm going to need is an 808. This one sounds pretty cool. So the most important thing that you do with 808s is right click and do cut itself. Now what this is going to do is cut, for example, if I put an 808 here and here, this 808 will cut playing right when this one hits, so it doesn't overlay them or makes the sound muddy. So what you need to do with 808s is I usually go for the bass right here. I'm going to click Ctrl and G to make it its own track. I'm going to chop the remain of the audio clip. I'm going to double click on it and then hit right click and edit in audio editor. Then I'm going to right click again, hit tools, and then convert to score and dump to piano roll. Now what this will do is it will show you the MIDI file of the bass, which is right here, and you need to drag the volume all the way down, which you can do with Alt and then scroll wheel down, or Control and A to select all and then just drag it down like this with your pencil tool. We're not going to need this, so I can delete all of them and drag this over like this, select all, and I'm going to pitch it up for 2 octaves. Now this is very crucial, since your 808 is a melodical instrument and it has to be in perfect pitch. So I'm now going to look at these notes. It goes from C to D sharp to G, and then from C to G to A sharp, and I'm going to set the 808s like this on the places where the kick hits. So like this. The kick is here, then here. And as you can see, the G4 note is very low, so I'm going to pitch this up an octave, and I'm going to do the same with these two notes. Sounds pretty good. Now I'm going to color this just so that it looks a bit more aesthetic. Then I'm going to click on this pattern, then right click and split by channel, and what this will do, it will split the pattern by every sound. I'm going to drag this in, click shift and right click to drag this over, and it should sound like this. Now the next step that we need to do is insert these tracks into a mixer channel, which we do like this. We select all of them, then hit Control and drag everything, and drag the channels, and then hit Control and L, which will set all of the channels to the mixer channels. And what I like to do immediately is to set through this soft clipper on the master channel, which will basically just clear the sound and make it not clip. Now what you can hear is that there's a lot of low end happening, so I'm going to select this melody and click route to this track only, this melody and route to this track only, and this channel which is for a melody and route to this track only. Now what I'm going to do is with an EQ, through the parametric EQ2, I'm going to select the fourth or the third channel preset, and I'm going to cut the low end from the melody, which I'm going to do like this. Sounds much better already, but what I need to do is to create an automation clip that will set when the EQ is being played. In the intro, I don't want the low end to be happening because I have a bass. So I'm going to right click here, right click and drag this here, and drag this down. So now it sounds like this. There are low frequency playing here and not playing here, which is what we want. Because if we had low frequencies playing here, it would mix with the 808 frequencies and it would sound all mashed up and not good. So the next thing that we need to do is chop this automation up and hit the pencil tool and just create an arrangement. So for this part right here, which will be the hook, I'm going to choose whatever this track is, the vocal track, which I'm going to do like this. Then I'm going to drag this over and it should sound like this. Sounds pretty good. Now for the verse, I'm just gonna have the guitar playing right here, and for the second part of the verse, I'm going to have this playing. The second and the third guitar and the low vocals. I'm going to do this like this. Sounds pretty good. Now I'm going to select all of these, drag this over, and select the bridge and the hook, drag this over, and make the outro just the guitar with the low frequencies. So now the arrangement is like this: intro, hook, hook is right here, then first verse, bridge, hook, second verse, bridge, hook, and outro. This is how all of the industry trap songs and hits are arranged, so I would really recommend doing this, but you can also do something as you wish. You could of course add more sounds or less sounds, and do the beat however you like to do it, but these are just the basic steps for it. I hope that I made it pretty simple and that you understand how to make a beat now.